This week on No Limits Fishing.
Oh, Barrett. Come on, Barrett got one. Got a visual. Looks like he ought to be in an aquarium somewhere. Welcome, we're back for another edition of No Limits Fishing, and today we have a unique objective, a mission. It's a cool fishery that we have here at Ocean Isle, really pretty much anywhere on the southern or southeastern coast, I guess, that it frankly gets overlooked. I know we've overlooked it for years. I think we did this when we were kids, right? But for some reason we never came back to it. Well, now we have our own kids, so we can get back to it, and of course we've got one of our special guest stars that's with us a lot. This is First Mate Braden, my son, who is 5, and he's going to join us today, and we are going spade fishing. Spade fishing. So what do you know about a spade fish? Spade fish, it looks like a fish that ought to be in your aquarium. Yeah, exactly. Looks like an angel fish almost. You know, yay big, stripes down the side, and they are one of the most unusual fish, and something you have to target them in a very, very specific way. So the technique in catching them is the whole trick. This isn't a fish where you go out and you just troll lures or this or that. These fish are structured fish, but what they eat specifically are jellyfish. So it's not like you're gonna throw pieces. I mean, every now and again I've heard of a guy catch them on shrimp, but it's jellyfish. It kills me, you know, at the fishing center of the store, guys will come into the store and they'll start describing their fishing trip, and they'll say, oh man, we had fish all around the boat, we threw everything we could think of at them and they wouldn't eat. And I mean, 99 out of 100 times it's spade fish, because they're not gonna eat a pogie or a piece of squid usually. You know, they are really only going to eat a jelly ball. That's right, that's what they do. But that's one of the cool things about them, is that they are a very visual fishery. You see them, you know, we're actually, hopefully as the day progresses, we'll demonstrate all this, but we have to attract their attention using the jelly balls and then get them to come to us, and then we'll actually use small chunks of jellyfish. But before we can do anything, it's just like a lot of the fishing we do. A lot of what we do depends on the bait we catch. You know, you catch menhaden pogies to catch king mackerel. We got to catch the jelly balls before we can even think about trying to catch bait. Yeah, I mean, how many times do you go out and you're like, oh my God, look how many jelly balls are in the water. They're everywhere. Right. Usually when you're actually trying to catch a jelly ball, you'll never find them. But hopefully today, you know, we got a beautiful clear day, so if they're around, we'll see them. And we got to go jelly ball hunting. Yep. So what we got our long extension net. And of course, we have our #1 jellyfish catcher here in Braden. He's been practicing catching butterflies all week, so in anticipation of this, so that should really come in handy. And lightning bugs. We don't have any lightning bugs in our backyard anymore. So we're gonna get to it. Step 1, jelly balls. Step 2, let's see if we can find a spade fish. So we're right here off Ocean Isle Beach, and these jelly balls are typically right along the beach front. So we're gonna ease along and see if we can see some and net them up. All right, let's do it, Braden. Ready, Braden? Here. He's going deep on you. He's going deep. Oh, I got him. Bring him in the boat. Bring him in the boat. Woo. Got a jelly ball. There's one. Jelly ball in the boat. All right. All right. So what we need to do here, we need to actually load up a good many of these so we can chum them. So let's try to get about, I don't know, probably a dozen, I'd say. Yeah, and just so you can see, these things don't sting you. These are called cannon jelly balls. And these are the ones, if you're walking on the beach, you see them washed up, and they got they're real rubbery. rubbery, but they can't sting you.
Yeah,
but
that's partially true.
It's like if you got a cut on your hand.
Yeah, I would say don't go fixing your hair or licking your fingers afterwards, but it's they usually won't mess with it.
So that's it right there. We're gonna probably gather up, I don't know, a good dozen or so, and then go from there. All right, Brayden. Oh, bear right there. Oh, bear, where you at? Oh, Brayden, where you at? All right, come on, get him in the boat. All right, dump him in the hole. Oh, don't miss the hole. There you go. Good.
The harpoon shot. That's how you practice your gaffing skills on jelly balls.
Here, Bear, get this right here. All right, quick, put him in the hole. We got another one coming, Brayden. Hurry. All right, so we made it out here on our spadefish mission. We're about 10 miles off the beach on an artificial reef. Now it's time to hunt around, look on our depth finder, and find the exact structure we're looking for. Looks a lot like these shorts from Pelagic. These things are pretty cool here. Those are some fancy shorts you got there,
they're awesome. Available in the Ocean Isle Fishing Center, I would add, but they are cool. But anyways, you can see it. The shorts match what our depth finder looks like here, and that's it.
This is a wreck, but what we look for, the spadefish, hopefully that's them. They generally look kind of like lines up above the structure. So I'm hoping that that spadefish, that's the structure. As you can see, we're in about 55 feet of water. And so that's the mission is, the water looks clear here. We're gonna set the anchor. I wanna set the boat up right over top of the structure. And then we'll begin with our jelly balls trying to chum up the spadefish and get them interested in being around the boat. So now we're gonna set the anchor.
All right, anchoring is actually a pretty refined skill. It's not as simple as you would maybe think of taking a heavy piece of lead and throwing it over and your job is done. You know, anchoring, your whole deal with this is that you've got to position the boat right in a certain spot where you're gonna be next to the fish, you know, over the structure. So you gotta take into consideration wind and current in particular, and that's the captain's job. And you know, when you're letting the anchor out, you know, you certainly want to throw it over the boat, but you don't want to just throw it out, you know, and all the line go at once because it'll tangle around itself. So you'll watch here when I'm about to throw this anchor, when Brant gets us on the spot, is that I'm going to just kind of let it out gradually so that the line stays tight. And so that way it's not going to loop over on itself and you end up just dragging it across the bottom. When I let it down, it's going to sit down nice and slow, and then we're going to pull it back as the boat comes, and it'll catch somewhere on the bottom. All right, Barrett, let it go. All right, Captain. Aye, aye. And you don't want to drag a bunch of chain across the side of your boat, so you just ease it down. There we go. All right, so see how I'm keeping it under tension? And hopefully you don't have a bunch of tangles in your line like I do. Well, not ideal.
Okay, you're clear.
But we're clear now, so that's fine. It's only about 50 foot deep here, not a big deal. So what we did was we set the anchor up current of the structure, which is behind us. And then we'll let out enough to get to the bottom, and then we'll let out probably about double that amount to give us a good angle on the line. And we should drift right over top of the structure if our captain put us in the right spot.
No Limits Fishing is brought to you by
Hardy White & Sons is a fourth-generation company located on Main Street in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. Since 1925, Hardy White & Sons has been serving southern Brunswick County, providing fuel and gas delivery including highway, non-highway fuels, home heating oil, kerosene, regular and premium gasoline, and non-ethanol gas, specializing in delivery, installation, and servicing of LP gas tanks and LP gas appliances. For information, find us online at www.rdwhiteandsons.com. Zipline, the brand new Charlotte River Swamp Park. Located in Brunswick County, North Carolina, just minutes off Highway 17 near Ocean Isle Beach. Opening June 2015. Visit CharlotteRiverSwampPark.com for complete details and to make reservations to be one of the first to zip the swamp.
The OIFC Wing and Fish Company is located in downtown Charlotte, just 10 minutes from Ocean Isle and Holden Beach. As back-to-back winners of Best of Brunswick, we proudly serve fresh fish from the fleet of boats at the Ocean Isle Fishing Center, 25 flavors of wings, and 20-plus beers on draft. Come join us for daily specials on Tuesday night for trivia, Wing Wednesday, and live entertainment on Friday.
Since 1998, Yellowfin has been dedicated to an uncompromising mission.
Nice, nice!
To provide fishing families with boats designed to be the ultimate in performance, efficiency, quality, and style, with the driest, most stable ride on the water, legendary attention to detail, and unsurpassed fishability.
Whoa!
The ultimate goal at Yellowfin is to provide families with the freedom to create a lifetime of great memories, one day at a time.
First Bank is proud of our commitment to build and grow businesses within our community. Projects like the new Charlotte River Swamp Park exemplify our willingness to stand behind projects that we feel will positively affect the local community. Visit one of our local branches to speak with a friendly loan representative or find us online at www.localfirstbank.com and let us help you grow your business. Now, back to more No Limits Fishing.
Alright, phase one of the operation. We've anchored up, we're over the structure, marking some fish, hoping it's spadefish. So now what we want to do is try to chum them up, and we're going to use our jelly balls to do that. And so a lot of folks at coat hanger actually works pretty good, but what we're trying to do is string up multiple jelly balls on one line. So I've got a length of heavy mono with a snap swivel. It's kind of down and dirty, but Barrett's just going to take the snap swivel and jam it right through the jelly ball. And what we want to do is we're going to try to string up 3 or 4 or 5, a big ball of them. And then what we'll actually do is, I've got it tied on a rod with a little bit of weight. We'll hook the whole ball of them and we'll throw it over, and it's going to sink down. And I set it basically till it's just out of sight. And I like to fish them off of a rod because what we're looking for is for the spadefish to come to that chum, the big ball of jelly balls, and then you'll start to see that rod tip just ping as they come up and they start nibbling on it. And then what we do is slowly we begin to wind it up to try to draw them closer to the surface, at which point once we get them chummed up and we've got a good visual on them and get them to where they're really interested in eating, you know, of course that's when we start moving into putting hooks on our rods and actually trying to catch them. But
why is fishing always so complicated?
Yeah, why can't we just...
This is quite a process.
It is. Spade fishing is a process, but it's pretty neat. It's a neat deal. So how many you get on there?
How's that look? Jelly ball necklace?
Yeah, here, put that around my...
You want more than that, or?
Yeah, let's put about 3 or 4 more on there. So we want a big old glom of it down there. Alright, so we got our jelly ball chain. I'm just going to take and hook this right into it. We're going to set this over side. And then I'm just going to let out a little bit of line here. So I'm going to start, I'm actually going to see if they're going to, I mentioned earlier trying to get it down low, but I'm already seeing some spadefish, so I'm going to keep it floating right on top for a minute. If they don't come to it in a couple minutes, just add more weight, start with it low, and then bring it up. But the other thing we need to do, Barrett, is we need to take one of them and just chunk it up into a bunch of little bitty pieces and pitch it out there. And then once we get them interested, it's like you gotta let them know you're here. You gotta let them know you're here. So you see Barrett's down here slicing up those jelly balls. We're gonna just cut them into real small pieces. So there's the hook we're using. This is a size, what is that? A size 1. Little bitty tiny circle hook. And because we're gonna release, I think we're gonna release all these fish if we get to catch one. But we just want to get them in the corner of the mouth, and the circle hook's real small. It works good, just put a little piece of jelly on there. Again, 12-pound fluoro.
that real tiny mouth. That's probably why they're so hard to hook. Come on, baby. Come
Besides the fact they don't bite,
yeah, that's here.
it's really hard to hook them when they won't bite.
Stay with me, reel. Stay with me. Braden, did you have this one in the sandbox or something? Oh my gosh.
The sad part is that we are the Ocean Isle Fishing Center, one of the finest tackle shops on the East Coast, and, and our equipment is falling apart.
Oh man, caught too many fish on this one. Got a visual. Oh, man, I know he took it. Look at all of them. That's him right there. Looks like he ought to be in an aquarium somewhere. Pretty fish. Actually pretty good to eat too. But we're not gonna shoot all the doves out of our cubby here, so we're gonna let him go. But that is pretty cool. Look at their mouth. That's a super hard mouth and small. They're hard to hook. Pretty fish, spade fish. We did it. All right. Success.
No Limits Fishing is brought to you by formerly Marine Service Center. The new Sportsman's Choice Marine located on Highway 9 in Long, South Carolina has been serving your boating and outdoor needs for 20 years. Come visit our new showroom and check out brands such as Yamaha, Carolina Skiff, Contender, Triton, and many more that are on display daily. Whether you're looking for a new toy on the water or need service, the staff at Sportsman's Choice looks forward to the opportunity to earn your business.
At Sea-Tow, you don't just get help, you get a fleet of help. More boats and more experienced captains means Sea-Tow members receive help faster. Membership is inexpensive at only 46 cents per day, and that's for complete coverage, from fuel drops to jump starts to a timely tow home. It's 24/7 peace of mind on the water. Become a Sea-Tow member today for just $169 a year and know the country's premier on-water assistance fleet is standing by. Sea-Tow.
Here's a myth. Having an insurance agent costs you more money. The truth? An Allstate agent can save you a bundle by helping you get all of the discounts you deserve. Discounts for safe driving, anti-lock brakes, owning a new car, paying electronically, having more than one policy, and more. All told, the Good Hands offer more than 30 different car and home insurance discounts.
The new Ocean Isle Fish Company restaurant and GMAC Tiki Bar is open air, on the water dining at its finest. Come and be part of the show as fishing boats arrive at the dock daily, offloading their catch, and watch as the freshest fish on the coast moves from boat to kitchen to your plate. The Ocean Isle Fish Company restaurant, located at the base of the Ocean Isle Beach Bridge.
The Ocean Isle Fish Company, where our fish are always fresh.
What do you get when you take this guy, his son, and put them to work? You get 3 generations of the best HVAC company around. You get Al Fulford Heating and Cooling, a Ream Team top contractor that takes great pride in service after the sale. Over 40 years in the industry says a whole lot. So trust these guys for quality Ream home comfort solutions, as well as innovative geothermal technology and a whole lot more. Al Fulford Heating and Cooling.
Now, back to more No Limits Fishing.
Got him on. Woohoo! Got him on. Picked it up on a drift. All right, Braden, where you at, bud? Hook up. Ready to go, buddy? Come here. Come over here on this side. All right here. All right, buddy, working. Light tackle. Light tackle. Whoa, we got to sneeze. All right, nice and smooth, buddy. Pump and wind. There you go, hold it steady. Easy. This is real light tackle. You hadn't fished with tackle this light. Whoa! All right, you hadn't fished with a lot of tackle this light, so just let him wear himself down. There you go. All right, crank down. Good. Pull back. I'll hold on to you. All right, just let him run. Good job, buddy. And you gotta go pee. Well, we gotta catch this fish, man. That's first. All right, pull back. Now crank down. All right, pull back easy. Easy. Now crank down. There you go. Pull. Oh boy, they fight, don't they? This is a cool little. This is 12-pound test on a little 3,000 size reel. All right, pull up, buddy. Try not to let your line hit the side of the boat. I know you're a little short. Oh. Boy, he's fighting. Good Lord, he's taking line.
Oh, got him on. Oh, in the rod holder bite.
Oh, Barrett's
Double hook up, double hook up. Oh, on my special reel.
Special reel. All right, Brady, coming back to you. Crank, crank. Here we go, buddy. Keep cranking. He's coming back out from under the boat now. He's coming back. All right, so this is one of our OIFC 8 to 17 pound rated rods, 12-pound line, and a little Shimano Sahara 3000. We won't talk about Barrett's tackle because it's in shambles. But it's getting bites. But this is what you want. You don't really want to come out here with more tackle than this. So one thing I'd like to mention about this, all right, keep working it, buddy. It's gonna help you hold the rod. I do want to mention about this fish is that these fish are residential. So when they come to an area, every year the best fishing for these is say mid-May into June. But don't cut the spool, buddy. He'll break that line. It's real light. And so what it is you get a group of fish that comes to a reef, and once they come there, it's not like it continually replenishes. So if you come out here and they're biting particularly good in a day, you can literally wipe out your school, just like wiping out a covey of quail if you shoot them all. So I'm a real advocate, and the reason that we don't have spade fish all the time is because most of them get caught up by people when they first show up in May. So, you know, if you come out here and you do this, keep 2, 3, 4, maybe, you know, make a dinner. Please release the rest or leave them alone, because you literally can wipe out the year's worth of fishing and you have to wait all the way to the next year to catch them. So that's me getting up on my soapbox. So the little guys like this, like Braden, what happened, Bear? We gotta have a discussion. What happened?
Got a hook from you, and my hook came back looking like this.
You broke the hook in half.
I got half my hook left. I mean, I got a crappy rod, now I got a broke hook. Well, how am I supposed to compete?
I think it's your rod that caused the hook to break.
Man.
All right, Braden, let's get to work on this guy. Pull back. All right, now crank down. All right, crank. You got fluorocarbon in. There he is, right there. One more time. Hey! Look at that one, huh? What do you think about that?
Rate it.
That's a good size one. That's the ones that we seen swimming around down there. That's a good, I don't know what he is, 6, 7, 8 pounds.
Rate it.
Give him a high five.
Nice.
That's a nice,
beautiful.
Very cool, very cool. All right, I'm gonna release this one.
No Limits Fishing is brought to you by...
Here are the keys, man. It's all mine?
Parenthood isn't gonna change me. I'll still see the guys every weekend. Please, I'm still king of this castle.
You're gonna love the backseat pocket.
It's not like I'm gonna get a minivan.
Life can surprise you, so can an Allstate agent. Now they can save you $3,000 on a new car with the Allstate car buying service. The good hands are doing more than ever before.
What do you get when you take this guy, his son, and put them to work? You get 3 generations of the best HVAC company around. You get Al Fulford Heating and Cooling, a Ream Team top contractor that takes great pride in service after the sale. Over 40 years in the industry says a whole lot. So trust these guys for quality Ream home comfort solutions, as well as innovative geothermal technology and a whole lot more. Al Fulford Heating and Cooling.
Formerly Marine Service Center, the new Sportsman's Choice Marine located on Highway 9 in Long, South Carolina has been serving your boating and outdoor needs for 20 years. Come visit our new showroom and check out brands such as Yamaha, Carolina Skiff, Contender, Triton, and many more that are on display daily. Whether you're looking for a new toy on the water or need service, the staff at Sportsman's Choice looks forward to the opportunity to earn your business.
Hi, I'm Captain Brant, and this is Braden and Caroline, and welcome to the Ocean Isle Fishing Center, where we have everything you need for fun on and around the water. Of course, with all of your fishing equipment. Braden, what do you like?
The toys.
What about you, Caroline?
I like the cool clothes.
Awesome. Well, we welcome you here to the Ocean Isle Fishing Center, located at 65 Causeway Drive, next to the Ocean Isle Fish Company on Ocean Isle Beach.
Now, back to more No Limits fishing.
All right, we're back again. Oh, line, Braden, crank. You gotta keep the line tight, buddy. He's coming back this way. There you go. This looks like a pretty big one, I gotta be honest with you. Whoa, oh, he's going up front. Come on, buddy, we gotta go all the way up front. Great training. This is a future superstar fisherman, no question about it. At 5 years old, he's probably got more experience than, well, I know he's got a lot more experience than many very experienced fishermen. Braden's been around everything from a blue marlin to a sea bass to a flounder to king mackerels. He's been aboard the boat for 2 SKA national championships. And let's go. Here we go. Crank. Let's go. Crank. Alright. Crank. Let's go. We got this. Crank. Yes, we're winning now. Fluorocarbon's in the rod. Crank. Gotta be a few feet away. Crank. There he is, right there. We win. Another good one, bud.
Can I get my picture with him?
You want to get your picture with him? Here, come sit right beside me. Smile! Alright, we're going to let him go. See you later.
You gotta love it when a plan comes together.
Yep, that was spade fishing. It's kind of a species. It's not like you're going to go out and if the king mackerel don't bite, we'll catch cobia or we'll go sea bass fishing. You take jelly balls out there. We were basically pulling the Babe Ruth and calling our shot, and it worked out.
It did work out, and oh my, they're still, sorry, I saw them out of the corner of my eye. They're still back here right now. We're trying to go home, but simple fishery, kind of. You know, if you hit them, it's pretty, like I said, hit or miss. We came out here, we're in 50 foot of water, 10 miles from the beach. I mean, they can be in closer than this. It's a real easy thing to do. We just ran out here one afternoon, and light tackle, great for the kids to do. It's just fun, something different, you know, totally different than anything else we do, and that was what attracted us today.
It's good. I think it's good if you've only got a little bit of time. You know, you got 2 or 3 hours. You know, you either hit it and hit a home run, or you swing and miss. But you know, you come out, you try it. And one other thing about finding spade fish is they are very structure oriented, particularly man-made structure for whatever reason. You know, so your artificial reefs, wrecks, barges, and such are where they're going to be. So anyway, that's it. That's our show. Good job, everybody.
Yep.
Good job, Braden.